Mr. Toastmaster, friends, and anyone who's ever had to scoop poop. If you're like me, you've probably thought, I'm not really the master. I'm not really the boss. My dog is the boss, and I'm the dog. If you've ever had a dog, I guarantee you've thought that at least at one point in your life. Maybe even right now. Last November, our family lost our 16-and-a-half-year-old dog after a 3-year bout with cancer. We'd had her since she was just 6 weeks old. Her name was Blondie, and she was a great dog. We had another dog, we still do, named Charlie. He's a black lab basset hound. That's a funny-looking dog. But after several months, my youngest daughter, Kelly, said, Dad, we need to get another dog. Charlie's lonely. I said, you're right. Let's do some searching. So Kelly was in charge of searching for another dog. And she found the perfect one. Dad, he's at the Humane Society. You'll love him. He's small. You say he's got to be small. He's a Jack Russell Terrier. Oh, like Eddie, you know, in Frasier. Sure. We went and got Captain Jack, which fits him perfect, because I have now changed it from a Jack Russell Terrier to a Jack Russell terrorist. I heard a couple of you say, oh no, you know Jack Russells. We had had Captain Jack all of 5 days. It was a Saturday, and I was kicking back watching the British Open. I just love watching golf on television, especially the British Open. My wife Barb and Kelly were going to go run an errand. And so I stood up as they were going out to remind them, be careful of our Jack Russell terrorist. Well, I didn't speak quickly enough. As Barb opened the door, Captain Jack had seen his potential unleashed. And he went through the screen door that kind of was only a screen, and out the front door. I looked at the TV, I looked at Jack. I looked at the TV, oh! I've got to go after the dog. Now Captain Jack turned and looked at me and he kind of smiled. And I said, hey Captain Jack. And I came out the door very slowly, and then made a mad dash right at him. You know what he did? Dude, chase on. So he took off like a bolt. And so I went after him. He went, of course, uphill. And I started chasing him. Now I'm 43 years old. I've got pretty good wheels. But I cannot keep up with a 4-legged 1-year-old Jack Russell. I saw the rear end of the dog all the way up the hill. As we made the crest, I thought I still got him in view, until he took a dogleg right at the corner. And he knew this way because we had walked it every single day. And I thought, well, he's got microchip on him. We'll find him eventually. But I was very fortunate. As we turned the corner, he had found a fellow dog behind a fence who was quite anxious to have a conversation with him. So I thought, here's my perfect chance. And I went up and I said, Captain Jack. Captain Jack, this isn't funny. Captain Jack, this isn't funny. This went on for some time. If anybody was watching out the window, they might think this was very funny. And by the way, I often wonder why nobody who watched this ever stopped to help me. Somehow or other, due to someone smiling on me, the other dog barked. And so Jack went back to see what he was barking about, and I was able to sneak up behind him and grab him. Picked him up underneath my shoulder and started walking home. And we had a conversation. He started it. He said, that was fun, huh? I said, that wasn't fun. That was fun, huh? That wasn't fun. That was fun, huh? No, it wasn't fun! As I came came back, walking back, Barb and Kelly were still waiting in the driveway. Where were they? That's what I was wondering. Did they think I'm the only one who knows how to run? So I came back, threw Jack in his crate, closed it up, and then we watched golf for the rest of the afternoon. Well, I let him out after a little while because you know those Jack Russells, they have an attention span of about 37 seconds. He did it again once more, but this time he didn't run quite so far. I was able to grab him. But I think he's just setting me up. For those of you who have dogs, remember what that great American philosopher Jerry Seinfeld once said. If there were Martians watching over us, and they saw one being walking behind another, the first one stops and eliminates. The second one picks it up, puts it in the bag, and carries it around with them. Who do you think their leader is?